Welcome to my channel. I will be speaking about crimes throughout the world. Some may be well known to you, while others may not be as known to you. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and if you like my videos, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get to our story today. Born in 1560 into Hungarian nobility and one of the wealthiest Protestant families in Europe, young Elizabeth was prone to fits of rage and seizures, and it appears that mental illness, possibly the result of years of inbreeding, was common in her extended family. Still, she was an accomplished student, and after having been engaged at the age of 11 to the older warrior Count Ferenc and d'Asti, Elizabeth is said to have been a loving and doting mother. Bathory grew up in a time when nobles enjoyed the power of life and death over their subjects and servants, who were considered merely chattel. Cruel beatings were commonplace, but Elizabeth developed a taste for something far more sinister. Her husband may have also participated in the savagery, but by most accounts, it was not until after d'Asti's death in 1604 that Bathory's depravity reached truly pathological. With the help of a few of her maids and a dwarf manservant called Fichko, Bathory began torturing and killing dozens of peasant girls who had been lured to her castle by the prospect of employment. According to the testimony of witnesses still preserved in the Hungarian archives, Bathory's victims were beaten with lashes, knives, irons, and cudgels. Some were doused with cold water and left to freeze in the snow, while others had needles shoved under their fingernails and their fingers lopped off if they tried to remove them. Bathory and her accomplices terrorized the surrounding countryside for years with impunity, and it was not until her bloodlust went up the social ladder and the daughters of nobles went missing that her fellow royals started to pay attention to the dark rumors surrounding the countess. Just after Christmas in 1610, Bathory's castle was raided by the local authorities, who were horrified to discover dead and dying maidens strewn across the courtyard and basement. The countess's collaborators were imprisoned, put on trial, tortured, and executed. Bathory herself was never tried or convicted, perhaps to spare her family the embarrassment, but she was placed under house arrest in a tower room within Actis Castle, where she died less than 4 years later. Violence, cruelty, and torture were endemic in the early modern period in which Bathory lived. 400 years ago, on August 1614, the notorious 54-year-old Bathory died under house arrest in Actis Castle, in modern-day Slovakia, having been implicated in as many as 650 deaths, mostly peasant girls and servants. Bathory's depraved life inspired several stories, films, and books. Bram Stoker's Dracula, that the legends and myths surrounding the Blood Countess have obscured the shocking and very real life of Elizabeth, along with a ledger of her vile deeds. In the years that followed, Bathory's legend grew, and new stories about her, including that she was a vampire who liked to bathe in the blood of virgins to maintain her youthful appearance, also spread. More recently, some have emerged, arguing that Bathory was not a serial killer, but was set up by her relatives trying to take down the powerful countess and confiscate her lands. The Blood Countess was neither a vampire nor the victim of a grand conspiracy. She was a disturbed woman, who, by her influence and place in society, played out her darkest fantasies. It was Bathory's privilege, as much as her cruelty, that was responsible history's great reign of horror.